Shri Shiv Shankar Mukherjee is here with us. He is a governing body member of Rhythm, former High Commissioner to UK, Ambassador to Nepal and other countries, and former Director General of ICCR. Sir, I request you to kindly come on stage and be seated here. I request Guru Rajendra Prasanna ji. He has been Rini's Guru. Pandit Rajendra Prasanna ji is an international flautist of international fame, and we are very fortunate to have his blessings here for this program. I request Ms. Srilekha Mitra, renowned actress, film producer and director. She's been bestowed upon with many awards, including the Best Actress Award at New York Film Festival. We'd like to welcome her. And Taslimna Nasreen ji will be joining us shortly. We also have with us Mr. Subhash Bhadana ji, Chairman of South Delhi Municipal Corporation. I request you, sir, to kindly take your seat here on the stage. Shri Dipanjan Bandyopadhyay ji is here with us. He's manager CSR, Petronet LNG Limited. And Shri Ronin Majumdar, we'd like him to kindly come and be seated here. He's been governing body member of our organization, former senior executive of East India Hotels Oberoi Group, and he is the father of Rini Mukherjee. And now let's accord a floral welcome to our distinguished guests on the stage. I request Shri Ronin Majumdar ji to kindly felicitate Shri Shiv Shankar Mukherjee. Welcome him with a bouquet and also present a memento on behalf of Le Rhythm today. I request Ms. Neha Chandra and Avanti Khandelwal to kindly present bouquet and memento to Srilekha ji. Neha and Avanti to kindly. Okay, we have Avanti Khandelwal here welcoming Srilekha ji. And now may I request Shri Shamir Garg, Senior Vice President, Axis Bank, and Shri Arun Kumar, Additional Advocate General, to kindly felicitate Shri Subhash Bhadana ji. Shri Arun Kumar and Shri Shamir Garg. And now to felicitate Shri Dipanjan Bandyopadhyay, I request Rajiv ji and Nisha Majumdar to do the honors.
सामने देखो, सामने
May I request Sri Shubhrangshu to kindly present memento and bouquet to Sri Arun Kumar, and also Chanchal Bhattacharya ji to kindly come on stage to felicitate Sri Arun Kumar ji. Arun Kumar ji is Additional Advocate General, being felicitated by Dr. Chanchal and Sri Shubhrangshu. I also request Rajiv ji now to present a bouquet to Rini's father. Well, we all here know Rajiv ji very well, but I would just briefly introduce him. An IIM Calcutta alumni, Rajiv ji, with his more than 25 years of experience in finance and accounts, has had an exemplary career. Okay, sorry, we have Guru Rajendra Prasanna ji here with us. I request Rajiv ji to present a bouquet. And a memento. So I was talking about Rajiv ji, a board member of more than 12 companies. He has made tremendous contributions in financing, treasury, accounting, auditing and compliance. He has led innovative treasury and financing strategies and has raised over $5 billion for project financing. As a managing director of Sun Edison and treasurer of Alstom, he managed 16 countries in treasury and project financing. And as a devoted and loving husband, he wholeheartedly supported and encouraged his talented wife and co-founded La Rhythm with her. He is very passionate about music, arts and social reforms. And now I request him to please present his welcome address. Rajiv ji.
I would just like to take a pause for a second. I think Krishna madam is there. Looks like, yeah. So, just allow me.
So let's welcome amongst us Taslima Nasreen ji, eminent writer, physician, and social reformer. I request Shumona Kanjilal and Shubhendu Chaudhary to kindly felicitate her. A floral welcome from Shumona for Taslima Nasreen ji.
So, the purpose, I first of all, thanks to all of you for being with us here. And not only here, all of us are there since the last so many years with your love, affections, and blessings. So, many thanks to all of you. And you guys are the backbone for this particular tiny institute, and which was really the brainchild of Rini. And so we have crossed a couple of milestones here. So this is probably the only institute in India which has just signed an MOU with Russia for the cultural exchange program. And very soon we are going to do it with the US. The unfortunate part is that whosoever has put all of our hard works behind all these things, he is not there with us today. So, and this is also again her brainchild, that she used to dream, that there will not be any kind of gender bias, there will be social equality. We should do something for the, I should not say the underprivileged, but marginalized sections of the society. And she has done a lot of efforts, she has put a lot of efforts onto it. And when you could see that there is some sort of a light, by that time probably she has left us, but I am quite sure that her blessings are always there with us. And that's why we have reached at this kind of a stage here today. So, and her thoughts and everything, so I don't want to waste your time, but just to share with you the kind of the thoughts that whatever I have seen, I mean, that makes a lot of difference between her and others, including me. I have learned a lot from her, to be very honest. I mean, few days back, when during the time of the pandemic, एक छोटी सी बात है, when I asked her that pandemic में you are having 22 faculties, आप उनको बोलो ना थोड़ा सा 10%, 20% salary reduce करने के लिए, so that will help us, because in any case we are funding the entire trust. And then she told me, she smiled, and then she told me, तुम रात को कितना रोटी लेते हो? तो I told, इसमें रोटी का क्या रिलेशन है? तो then she told, no, tell me, no, हाँ, कितने ब्रेड लेते हो? How many breads you take in the night? So I told 3. मतलब आप 3 से कुछ काटल करोगे तो 2 हो जाएगा आपके पास. वहाँ पे मेरा 22 टीचर के अंदर कम से कम 15 टीचर, 12 टीचर ऐसा है जो एक ही रोटी लेते हैं. Do you want me to tell them that I should cuddle that? So you tell me what I need to cuddle. तो I got, as usual, कुछ बोलने से फायदा तो कुछ है नहीं. तो मैंने सोचा भाई बेटर है कि that I should keep mum. So I told, okay, fair enough, whatever you like. And there was another one instance which I will never forget in my life. I was in Gale at that point of time, and the director of finance was J.K. Jain. So Jain sir suddenly called me and told me, so probably Dipanjan, you heard the name. So Jain sir was in the director of finance and called me and told me that we are just going to start IGL. So IGL starting हो रहा था एकदम, and Rajiv Sharma was the first managing director. So he told me, तुम्हारी wife तो MBA किए हैं, MCOM किए हैं. I know that she is a very beautiful singer, but वो घर बैठ के क्या करे? तुम उनको बोलो कि यहाँ पे आके IGL में ज्वाइन करने के लिए. तो मैंने उनको जाके बोला, मैंने बोला it's such a brilliant opportunity and director of finance himself is saying that you should go and you should join. तो उन्होंने मेरे तरफ थोड़ा सा देखा, देख के बोले तुम्हें याद है हमारे पास एक स्टूडेंट आते थे कुणाल बोल के, जो कैलकाटा में देयर इज अ प्लेस कॉल्ड कामारहट्टी एरिया, तो वहाँ पे उसके साथ TIL फैक्ट्री थे, ट्रैक्टर्स इंडिया लिमिटेड. कुणाल आते थे, उसका फादर नहीं था. मैंने बोला हाँ याद है. बोले कैन यू फाइंड आउट कुणाल को शायद इस जॉब बहुत जरूरत होगा. तो देन आई टोल्ड व्हाट आर यू टॉकिंग अबाउट, वेयर फ्रॉम आई विल फाइंड कुणाल नाउ. And then what she did, she called my father-in-law who is sitting here, and पापा 2 दिन वहाँ पे घूमे कुणाल को ढूंढने के लिए. कुणाल मिला उनको, हम लोग दिल्ली में लेके आए. ले आने के बाद दिन वो इंटरव्यू दिए, and now he is earning more than 2 lakhs rupees per month. So this was hard thought process, and so that's why it's very difficult. But the thing is that yes, we are getting a lot of good supports from our governing body, particularly Shiv sir, Bishwajit sir, Shubir Pudekast, and the program that we are doing today is just because of my ex-boss Shubir Pudekast, who is not there right now at this moment. He is in US, and V.K. Mishra ji, the director of finance of Petronet. So my sincere gratitude to all of them. And I think that at the same point of time, so I would like to thanks to all of you for being with us, and I expect that all of you should be there with us for a long time, and please bless us so that we can do better for the society, we can do something good for the society. Thank you so much. Thanks to all of you.
Amen. And let's now request all our distinguished guests on stage to launch the Rini Mukherjee Free Skill Development Program on education through art and culture. I request all our distinguished dignitaries on the stage to launch this program. I also request Avanti Khandelwal ji, Neha Chandra and Shubhadra Chaudhary to kindly join us on stage for the launching. And I request Shri Shiv Shankar Mukherjee to kindly say a few words on this occasion.
Dear friends, Rajiv, Baba, his father, I think you will understand when I say that I come here today and stand here today with very mixed feelings. I was fortunate enough to be associated with the rhythm for some years when I made friends with a very wonderful couple, Rajiv and Rini, and was in a marginal sense associated with the wonderful work that the rhythm was doing. Not just the cultural functions that were a delight for thousands of people, and with which I was proud to witness, but much more than that, the social work that they were doing for the marginalized, for those that were placed in less fortunate circumstances. And at the heart of this, of course, was Rini. I think I can speak for everyone here when I say that we feel her presence here. She was, of course, extremely talented. She had achieved a fame that went across continents. She was written about. She had the kind of presence on the stage of music which had brought her at a young age to enormous familiarity with audiences across the world. But what impressed me was not just that. That was of course impressive enough. Much more than that, I see her as a giver. At a somewhat ripe old age, although I feel young, there are different kinds of human beings, of course. There's one kind of human being who gives, who shares, whose heart is full of compassion. Rini not just shared the good work that was being done by Le Rhythm in imparting skills and women empowerment, particularly for the girl child, I remember. Much more than that, she shared her talent. She perceived that as another way of empowerment, of sharing that beautiful talent that she had, giving it, enabling children particularly in being empowered through that talent and building up their confidence. It was something remarkable to have that kind of wonderful talent and compassion snatched away at a very young age is of course a tragedy. But then, as the MC said, the living have to go on. So, and I therefore think, much as we mourn her passing away, we must also celebrate her life. Celebrate a life that in a short span, a span that should have been much longer, she achieved so much. She shared so much of herself. And I'm absolutely delighted that one of her dreams is being fulfilled through the program that is being inaugurated today. I mean, every program that Le Rhythm does has Rini at its core, as its inspiration, but to be able to get together, all of us, as a tribute to her memory, to her heart, to her compassion, to her beautiful soul, is, I think, a good way to remember all that she contributed before she left us all. Thank you all very much for being here.
Sri Lekha Mitraji, who's here with us. It's a pleasure to have you here. Would you like to say a few words?